Welcome to Traveling While Black in Seattle.
Hey, what's up? I'm Anthony, this is my wife Marley, and welcome to another episode of Traveling While Black in Seattle.
Yes, welcome back everyone, and as a brief reminder, our show is based on our experiences in and around Seattle, and we base those experiences off of how good of a drive it was, how much fun we had, and most importantly, how comfortable do we feel as Black people visiting for the first time.
Welcome to the third and final episode of our Perspective Mover series, the series where we visit neighborhoods from the perspective of someone considering moving there. For our third and final episode of the series, we got to switch things up. So we are looking at a place that is actually outside of Seattle.
Yep, we headed about 40 minutes north to the city of Everett. It has a small town feel, but it's actually a larger city because it's the 7th largest city in the state of Washington.
Yeah, and you know how the first two episodes really cover places that were more geared to people with children or young professionals. Everett really has something to offer everybody, especially those of you that prioritize price over everything.
Yeah, so as always, take a look at the episode and let us know what you think. Sitting 25 miles north of Seattle, Everett, Washington is the biggest city in Snohomish County.
Although the city is also the 7th biggest in the state, it still maintains a small town feel with tons of options for anything you can think of.
Drive grade.
We want to remind you for the next couple of episodes, we are going to be basing drive grade on how accessible the neighborhoods are to such things as entertainment and major highways, as well as how easy it is to get around the neighborhood. And finally, the neighborhood's proximity to any schools in the area.
So, what makes us say Everett has a small town feel? It's the fact everything seems spread out in a sense, like stores and restaurants aren't squeezed into one vicinity. This also contributes to the fact that it's really easy to get around and access everything the city has to offer,
including the highways. And we really love the parking situation in Everett. Plenty of free parking that is definitely cheap if it does cost.
In regards to proximity to schools, the Everett School District actually has 8 high schools.
Wow. Yep, no problems driving around Everett at all. Based on this drive grade scale, we give Everett a 5 out of 5.
Level of fun.
Again, for the next couple of episodes, our level of fun grade will be based simply on the overall vibe of the neighborhood, as well as the quality and quantity of options within for entertainment and leisure.
Once again, we have to state the abundance of options Everett provides for everything from restaurants to entertainment. And with plenty of residential neighborhoods around, there are sure to be options close enough to where one would choose to live.
Yes, tons of restaurants, like the Black-owned Grandma's in the Kitchen, located at 2831 West Marine View Drive. Beyond the soul food they cook up for customers, they also have a pretty dope mural on the back of the building. As for entertainment, we wanted to check out a place in Everett that was more geared to art and culture.
Everett definitely checks that box with museums like the Imagine Children's Museum and the Shack Art Center.
We had to check out the Shack Art Center, not only because your boy loves museums, but also they are featuring the exhibition Renaissance Unmasked, The Rebirth of Black Brilliance, an exhibition provided by the Onyx Fine Arts Collective that showcases the work of over 50 artists of African descent from the Pacific Northwest communities.
As you all probably remember, museums aren't so much my thing, but I actually enjoyed experiencing this one. The Black Artists Exhibition is running now through February 17th, so hurry and check it out if you can.
Finally, for those of you asking about parks and trails, Everett has a lot of those, and some with really great views. But the park we really enjoyed was Haworth Park. Why? Because it leads to a beach. Yep, Everett has beaches.
Yes, in fact, Everett has 2 saltwater beaches and a freshwater one. Haworth Beach is awesome. It offers great views and plenty of space in case of busier days, which was somewhat the case on our visit.
Yep, there were a few people, although we can imagine that there being a lot more during the summer.
We did learn that the beach is a prime spot for viewing orcas, so I'm sure we'll be back to check them out. As for anyone deciding to move to Everett, finding something to do close by will definitely not be a problem. So for level of fun, we give it a 4 out of 5. Comfortability for Black people.
And finally, once again, for the next couple of episodes, nothing's changed as far as how we are basing our comfort level for Black people rating.
In regards to our rating of comfortability for Black people for Everett, it's interesting.
Yeah, here's what we mean. During our experience in Everett, it was great. The people we encountered were really friendly and welcoming. I mean, walking into the establishments and walking through the park, strangers would just talk to you. Like it was in Missouri. And before we knew this thing called the Seattle Freeze.
Yes, our trip was great and welcoming, but unfortunately, a couple of days later, we found out white supremacist banners and signs were found hung in Everett, as well as other towns within Snohomish County.
This isn't the first time this has happened in Everett. Just in March of last year, another white supremacy banner was hung from the same exact spot. Also, stickers promoting the white nationalist group has been popping up around the city for the past few years.
But the city is definitely pushing back against the hate and doing what they can to make clear that hate and discrimination in any form will not be tolerated.
Unfortunately, the unresolved situation has to be taken into account for our comfort rating. Therefore, the original 5 we were going to give Everett for comfortability for Black people drops down to a 3.5 out of 5. We hope you found this video helpful and entertaining. Be sure to check out all of our previous episodes.
Yes, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow our page on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and check out our merchandise on travelingwhileblackseattle.com. And reach out if there's anywhere you would like us to go check out.
Until next time, beautiful people, stay up, stay true, and do you.